Namaste viewers, I am going to Kailash Mansarovar to cover the Mansarovar Yatra, which has resumed after a 5-year gap. The first batch of 36 pilgrims taking part in Yatra crossed over to the Tibetan Autonomous Region of China through Nathu La border in Sikkim. I am not going to Mansarovar via Sikkim route, we will be taking a separate route. So first we will be going to Bangkok. From Bangkok we have a connecting flight to Chengdu, from Chengdu to Lhasa, and from Lhasa to Mount Kailash. This is a 9-day tour, and during these 9 days I will be interviewing the Yatris. We'll also be reporting from the Mansarovar. Stay tuned. So right now I'm at Bangkok airport. In some time from now I'll be boarding a Sichuan airline flight to go to Chengdu. Chengdu falls in Sichuan province of China, and tomorrow morning I'll be going to Lhasa, which falls under Tibet Autonomous Region. The process at Bangkok airport was really exhausting, as Air India and Sichuan Airlines does not have a tie-up, because of which I had to first get an arrival card made and had to go through immigration at Bangkok airport to get the luggage, then resubmitting luggage at Sichuan airline counter, again go through immigration. Now finally I have reached the boarding gate, and boarding will commence in some time from now. So we are in Chengdu, and Chengdu is the capital of Sichuan province in China. In fact, Chengdu airport is the third busiest airport in China. So we are in Chengdu, and from Chengdu we will be going to Lhasa. In fact, in some time from now we are going to catch flight to Lhasa, and ahead of that this Tibetan medicine has been given to us. It's a very powerful medicine, and we've been told that this medicine should be taken before going to a place of high altitude. It helps in acclimatizing, and from here the journey is going to be challenging, because we'll be going to a place which is at a high altitude, and from which is Lhasa, and from Lhasa we'll be going to Purang, and from Purang to Mount Kailash. So preparations are underway. Ahead of catching our flights, we have been given this special Tibetan medicine. So finally we have boarded the flight. This flight is going to take 2 hours to reach Lhasa. We could expect a lot of turbulence also, given there's heavy raining in Chengdu since morning. Lhasa is at a higher altitude. It falls under Tibetan Autonomous Region, and we will be staying there for a day to get acclimatized, and we have also been given some Tibetan medicine which will help us to get acclimatized faster. So we have landed in Lhasa. Trust me, I got to see stunning landscape of Tibetan Plateau, which often referred to as roof of the world. Tibet is the highest region in the world. Now from the airport we are going to hotel, and from hotel we will be venturing out to see places in Lhasa. In the backdrop you can see the famous Potla Palace of Lhasa. The Potla Palace in Lhasa, Tibet, served as the winter residence of the Dalai Lamas for centuries, from the 7th century till 1959. It was the political and religious center of Tibet, housing the Dalai Lamas and their administration. The palace is also a significant Buddhist pilgrimage site, containing the tombs of past Dalai Lama. The palace houses the tombs of past Dalai Lamas and is a major pilgrimage site. The palace is a vast complex, a fortress-like structure with thick walls and numerous halls, chapels and living quarters. The Potla Palace is a powerful symbol of Tibetan Buddhism and its historical role in governing Tibet. a flight to Purang in Tibet, and this is the first time we have an opportunity of a divine darshan of holy Mount Kailash from the flight. Mount Kailash surrounded with clouds. Enjoy the view. Higher altitude you will face low oxygen levels, and because of which you will not be able to breathe properly. So always carry this. This is a mini portable oxygen cylinder. Whenever you are having breathing issues, just put it like this and breathe.
Has taken us 4 flights in 3 days to reach the base camp. First batch of pilgrims from India has already reached the base camp. This is the first time when Yatra has resumed after the gap of 5 years. The Kailash Mansarovar Yatra is restarting after 5-year break, initially suspended due to the pandemic and subsequently due to border tensions. The Ministry of External Affairs conducted a computerized draw to select 750 pilgrims from the online applications received. A total of 750 pilgrims will be participating in the Yatra. We're talking about the routes. Then this pilgrimage will be conducted via 2 routes, Lipulekh and Nathu La. 5 batches of 50 pilgrims each will travel via Lipulekh. 10 batches of 50 pilgrims each will travel via Nathu La. The Yatra is expected to run from June to August. The pilgrimage to Mount Kailash and Mansarovar Lake is religiously significant for Hindus, Jains and Buddhists. We will also be trekking to the holy mount. We'll also be speaking to the pilgrims.
This trek is very uneven, full of rocks, stones, and which makes it very difficult for anyone to trek. But the advice is that do buy a good trekking shoes before coming on a trek to Kailash Mansarovar. Also, take small steps, because that helps you to build this stamina. And whenever you feel that you're getting breathless, you cannot breathe properly, just sit at some place and take a rest, and then again start trekking. This is the perfect formula to trek here.
बागा टाउन से हमने परिक्रमा की शुरुआत की थी और अभी हम आधे ही रास्ते पहुंचे हैं, पर हमें एक बौद्ध अनुयायियों का एक जत्था मिला जो कि साष्टांग दंडवत करते हुए ये परिक्रमा पूरी कर रहा है। मेरे पीछे भी आप देख सकते हैं कि किस प्रकार से साष्टांग दंडवत करके कोरा, जो कि यहाँ लोकल लैंग्वेज में से कोरा कहते हैं परिक्रमा को, वो की जा रही है। ये 3 लोगों का समूह है जो कि इस टेरेन पे, इस ट्रैक पे, जो कि बागा टाउन से शुरू होता है, साष्टांग दंडवत करके परिक्रमा कर रहा है। आप सोच सकते हैं कि हम ट्रैक कर रहे हैं, आधे रास्ते आए हैं और हाफ रहे हैं। आप सोचिए कि ये लोग साष्टांग दंडवत करके परिक्रमा कर रहे हैं। साष्टांग दंडवत करके परिक्रमा करने के लिए कितनी मेंटल और फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए, इसका अंदाजा इस तस्वीर से लगाया जा सकता है कि कैसे शिव के अनुयायी, माउंट कैलाश के अनुयायी साष्टांग दंडवत करके परिक्रमा कर रहे हैं। और लगातार तकरीबन आधा ट्रैक पूरा हो चुका है। बीच बीच में 1 से 2 मिनट का विराम लेते हैं और आप देख सकते हैं इन्होंने सपोर्ट के लिए एक लकड़ी का पट्टा जो है वो अपने हाथों में लगाया हुआ है। उसी से पहले प्रणाम करते हैं, फिर साष्टांग दंडवत करते हैं। तो आस्था की एक ये भी तस्वीर है जहां पे साष्टांग दंडवत करके परिक्रमा की जा रही है। So we have started trekking from Baga town. They call it Kora in local language. Kora is parikrama for locals here. This is a 6-kilometer long stretch around Holy Mount, and we have just started trekking. So as I was pointing out before, that it is very important to carry oxygen with you while going on a trek. And so what you can do is that you can carry portable oxygen cylinder in your carry bag, or if you are coming with a delegation or a group, you can carry this kind of oxygen bag also, if you are traveling in a group or with a delegation. So now this lady will explain it to us, that how this actually functions, how it actually works. How does it function? How one can take oxygen from this? Yeah, explain. Yeah. Okay. So she's explaining to us that you just need to put a pipe here, insert in this, and then inhale the oxygen. So it's a oxygen bag which if you're coming with a delegation or a group of people where you have people to carry accessories, then you can go for this. Or if you are not coming with a group, then you can carry portable oxygen cylinder. So I would also like to showcase the portable oxygen cylinder. This is how the portable oxygen cylinder looks like. It's easy to carry, and if you face breathing issues, then you can inhale oxygen using this. Thank you. So we are at an elevation of 4,800 meters, and we have done trekking for about 3 kilometers. 3 more kilometers is left. Behind me is a flag square. There is a belief that on this trek, the Buddhist devotees write message for gods and devils, and when it blows, then God
gods and devils read that message. That is a belief. So en route to the main point, on this very stretch, on this very trek, Kora trek, this is a flat square, and in fact you can see Buddhist devotees are praying while trekking, while doing Kora. In fact, this is at a height of 4,800 meters.
So while trekking on this particular track, you will see many such offerings on both sides of the track. I will not be able to explain it to the viewers that what are they exactly, but the little that I have managed to gather after speaking to locals here is that these are the offerings to the gods by the locals, and in fact there are chocolates and toffees also which have been offered, and this is a yak horn on which also the prayer is written. Then there is a lot of stonework, prayer written on stonework. In fact, moving a bit behind, I would also like to show there are very different kind of offering I could see here, which has been offered by locals to the deity. Now, I will not be able to explain it to the viewers, perhaps the significance of such offerings during the trekking, etc., etc. But you know, when you will take this trek from Baga town, this Kora trek, you will find such offerings on both sides of this track. So we are at a base camp in Mansarovar, and this base camp is 30 kilometers away from the Holy Mount. This camp has been prepared for the yatris coming from India and various other places. In fact, first batch of yatris from India have concluded their parikrama. They are resting right now, and from June till August, there's going to be many more batches coming to Kailash Mansarovar for darshan. Now, there has been a special arrangement which has been made for these yatris. This entire premises, in fact, there are rooms available. The rooms have been allocated to the yatris. These are the rooms with all the basic amenities, proper bedding, proper toilets, etc. And there is also the tent system where I'm reporting from. So these tents have also been set up for the yatris, so they can go and come back and rest here. Also, we have been told that there are 2 cooks which are with every batch traveling or trekking for the yatra. There are 2 doctors also permanently present with every batch of yatris. So the 2 cooks are mandatory because most of these yatris prefer veg food, and before yatra, so these cooks make delicious Indian veg food for the yatris. 2 doctors are there to do the medical checkup of the yatri. So proper arrangements have been made here. This base camp is 30 kilometers before Holy Mount, and all the facilities have been provided. In fact, there are people to help the yatris to settle down and whatever they require after completing the yatra. So all kinds of arrangements have been made. So finally, we have completed 6 kilometers of parikrama in outer Kora, starting from Gangse village. It took us 2 hours to complete 6 kilometers trek. It is indeed a divine experience which we all should do once in a lifetime. The outer Kora is total of 53 kilometers, and we were not allowed to do parikrama in the inner Kora. This is not a usual route which Indian pilgrims take. This route is popular amongst locals and Buddhist devotees. Indian tourists start from Yamdwar in Shigatse, which is far away from this place. This is Siddhant Mishra reporting from Kailash Mansarovar.